There is a book on the table. It is a book on the table. Sentences with both there and it are correct, but there is a subtle difference in the meaning that we need to understand. And for that, we need to gain clarity on the usage of there and it. So let's begin with there. There is used to tell that something exists or something happens. Now, the verb after there can be plural or singular depending on whether we are dealing with a singular noun or a plural one. Let's see some examples to understand this. There is a big garden in our house. There are many trees in the garden. In both the sentences, we want to say that something exists. There is an important meeting in the afternoon. There are several people waiting outside the room. In both the sentences, the emphasis is on that something happens. To frame negative sentences with there are three sentence patterns that we need to follow. First, with countable nouns. The first sentence pattern that we need to learn is there isn't a or an plus singular noun, and there aren't any plus plural nouns. In case of uncountable noun, the sentence pattern is there isn't any plus uncountable noun. Let's see some examples to understand this. There isn't a cafe in our locality. There aren't any cafes in our locality. There isn't any sugar in the jar. There isn't any milk in the fridge. In negative sentences, if we want to lay emphasis on negatives, then there are two sentence patterns that we need to follow. First, there is no plus uncountable noun, and there are no plus plural nouns. The following examples will help us gain better understanding. There are no cafes in our locality. There are no libraries in the city. There are no students in the class. There is no sugar in the jar. There is no milk in the fridge. There is no joy in playing alone. There are two sentence patterns that we need to follow in order to frame questions. Is there plus singular noun or an uncountable noun? Are there plus plural nouns? Let's see some examples. Is there an important meeting in the afternoon? Are there any people inside the room? Is there any sugar in the jar? Is there any milk in the fridge? Is there any joy in playing alone? To answer these questions, we could say yes, there is, or no, there isn't, or yes, there are, no, there aren't. Let's see some examples. Is there an important meeting in the afternoon? Yes, there is. Are there any people inside the room? No, there aren't. Is there any sugar in the jar? Yes, there is. Is there any joy in playing alone? No, there isn't. Now it's time to understand the difference between the sentences with there and it. In the beginning, I told you that we use there to say that something exists. With it, we identify the person or thing that is being talked about. Now, the following examples in the context of there will help you understand this aspect. There is something on the table. It's a book on the table. There's someone knocking on the door. It is Steve's mother. Was it Kelly who called us? Yes, it was. Sentences with there are telling us that something exists, and sentences with it are identifying that thing. I hope now you will not get confused and use there and it correctly and in the right context. If you want more such tips, grammar lessons, or detailed courses on grammar, then you need to download Enliven English app. There's so much of information on the app that you can make good use of. I'll be back with a new lesson soon. Till then, keep learning, keep growing. Goodbye.